All we got is right now. But it seems like so many of us hold on for the tomorrow or the future. That's what keeps us holding on to today. Like we're living for when we get to where we're going in the future. And that's what keeps us happy in the moment, thinking once we get there, we can finally breathe and be happy when. But all we got is right now, literally. That's all we have. Tomorrow's not guaranteed, although it feels like it, because every tomorrow before tomorrow's tomorrow has been guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. Anything can happen at any moment of any day. We cannot take for granted the opportunity to live today. All we have is right now. That's all that exists in this point in time. And yet, it seems like so many of us, including myself, I'm guilty of this, live in our head, living for tomorrow, not making space for what's happening right now. We got so many things hanging out with us up here that we forget about what's down here and what's important. And it just kind of hit me while I was driving. And I just wanted to share this message because I do think it's important to remember, although we are human and we have to stay grounded, it's really important to remember all we got is right now. We can trust in the unfolding that happens in the future if right now we choose to be present with what is. Taking steps and actions that love would take in this moment that love would be living in. What would love be doing in the moment of what actually is happening right now? That will not only bring us into the presence of love while we're here, but it'll actually help us choose what love would choose. And when we're making choices from that space, that's when we use free will, how we intended to use it, how we thought we were going to use it when we came here and we were going to meet the challenges that we are met with. Because no one escapes challenges in this lifetime. Every single predetermined destiny comes with challenges and obstacles. It's up to us to use free will as the key to unlock another destiny that we can experience while we're here. We don't want to have to come back here to redo the things we wish we would have learned. So use free will to unlock a new destiny by stepping into what love would do, how love would show up, what choices love would make. And you will see where it will take you. It will take you places you couldn't have imagined. It will heal wounds you didn't even know you had anymore because you got so used to them. It will bring the light through every single crack. Yes, you will break and you will never be made the same again. Just as when a baby is born, that baby born will never enter that womb again. Once you're out and you're reborn, once you are born again, there's no going back to your old form. But what's up ahead in the new form? If we had enough room within us, enough space open to receive, I can't even tell you. I can't even personally tell you what's waiting for us. But I know it's great, and I'm not living for that moment to get here. But I trust in my unfolding, and I trust in the breaking, and I trust in the pain. As long as I'm willing to sit with it, to let it move through me, so it can be transmuted, alchemized. That right there, this way of living is what gives us freedom and liberation from the systems that place worth as conditional, value as conditional, love as conditional. The systems set up are meant for us because we have to know what it's like to be separate and as an individual with an ego. That's part of being here. We want to forget to then remember through the experience of our vessel. So bring yourself in. Sit with your pain and realize that the choices you make impact your destiny in ways maybe we'll never know until we die and we have that flashback and we get to see, oh man, I wish I would have done that instead. Man, God, I really made that person feel bad. I know I was angry, but I didn't know it impacted them that way. I wish I would have been in the state of love. I wish the presence of love was living through me in that moment because I would have chosen differently. Think about every choice you're making, whether you feel justified in hurting someone or not. You probably are justified to be angry and upset for whatever reason you're in pain, but remember, the choices we make, even if it's hurting someone else, when we hurt someone else, we are hurting ourselves. We're choosing pain. We are choosing pain by hurting someone else. We are choosing to stay in the loop of suffering, the thought loops that keep bringing us the same realities. Even if we have a different partner, even if we meet new friends, it's like, God, the same themes keep showing up. Why? Because within the themes of pain and repetition of the same thing keeps happening, even when I'm changing the people, it's because we haven't learned the lesson yet. We have to be willing to learn the lesson. And once we learn the lesson, we're set free. But you have to choose to perceive it through a different perspective than the limited perspective of ego. Spirit identity, through the eyes of love. How would love see this? How would third perspective perceive this? We have to get to the nitty gritty. And we have to allow ourselves to experience the fullness and embody the intellectualized knowings that we know. There's a difference between knowing something and embodying it. Between seeing something and saying, this is what I would do if I was in their shoes, and then actually putting the shoes on and doing it. There's a difference between talking the talk and walking what you talk about. Be the difference. Be the change. Show up as love. And love will always show up tenfold. It will always show up through you, through your eyes. You can trust that. And in that way of living, there's just peace and knowing and trust. Like, okay, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where this unfolding is taking me, but I'm trusting in it. I'm going to allow this experience to exist without resistance. Just a message from the Love You Seek. Have a good day.